right, so we're on the slope side. We're going to take a look at number 2. And what it says is, and of course I want you to underline keywords, it says find the slope. And the slope is the what? It is the, Kayla. Today, you're going to write again, change in y over change in x every time. You don't have to like it.
We know it.
No, you prove it. Notice they've given you 2 points. Notice they've given you 2 points. I typically like to draw 2 perpendicular lines so that I can count the y direction and the x direction. I will tell you that when we get to the Pythagorean theorem, that's also really helpful because you'll have to know the distance in the x direction and in the y direction. Yes? I will. I actually don't even care what those points are because what I care about is I care about the distance, and so I'm going to count spaces. I'm going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spaces in the y direction. But wait a minute. This is going down my pencil, so is that number going to be positive or negative? Negative. And so you have to pay attention to the sign. The other 2 are going to be positive or negative. This one's going to be positive or negative? Positive. And this one's going to be, this one, number 1, is going to be positive because it's going up. If it's increasing, if it's going up my pencil, it's positive. This one's going to be negative because it's going down my pencil as I read left to right. You always read a graph left to right, like you read words. Okay? Question?
What if, like, you're on number 1, you go, like, just across on, like, the bottom one, and then go up,
You either, if I go across down here, then I have to go down this way. If I go up here, then I go across there. I always make a triangle. It's a good question. X changes in how many spaces? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spaces. Ooh, wait, can I reduce this to lowest terms?
Yeah,
I can, and so my slope is what number?
-1.
-1, and that is the correct answer. So if you can reduce your fraction to lowest terms, you're required to. You are not required to make it a mixed number. So if it was like 6 over 5, you do not have to make it 1 1/5. I'd actually prefer you not do that because what I want you to know is that means that it's changing 6 whatever's in the y direction while it's changing 5 whatever's in the x direction. I actually like the improper fraction better because it helps you understand what's going on in the problem. I'm good, Mrs. Smith. I've got that part in my brain. Yes? I want to look at 6. 6 says, the points in the given table lie on a line. If it lies on a line, what do we know? That it's changing at a constant rate. So we're not checking right now if it's linear or not. They told us it is. They told us it's a constant rate because it's on a line. They want us to find the slope and then graph the line. If it's a line, arrows or no arrows? Arrows on both ends. Okay, because lines by definition have arrows on both ends. We're going to do 6. It asks for the slope first, so we'll find the slope first. The slope is the, everyone?
2 options.
Oh, I'm so excited about that. Now, you get to pick whatever points you want. Here's what I'm going to do first. I always sketch. Whenever they give me points, I sketch so I can see if it's increasing or decreasing, so I know if it's positive or negative. Because I know I personally am not so good if I have a negative number and putting it in the right order for the subtraction to find the difference. I'm going to graph it first to see if it's positive or negative, and then do it just like I did the one above. What are they counting by? They've labeled the axes. They're counting by each line is going up by how much? 2. So every other one it says 4, which means every line is going up by 2. They're counting by 2s. It's totally okay with me if that's how you graph yours. I don't generally label every single line because it gets too crowded. Okay? They're counting by 2s. So I'm going to do x is -1, which means I'm halfway. +3, which means I'm halfway. You'd better be in the middle of that box. 2 and -1, it means I'm going down here. 5 is in the middle, and -5 is also in the middle. 8. That's supposed to be a -9, folks. Otherwise, it wouldn't be a straight line, and they said it's a line. So they missed the negative sign. 8 and negative 9. Okay? Discrete or continuous? Discrete, or it's continuous because they said it's a line. Good work. Continuous because it's a line. You need arrows on both ends. Oh, wait, now is my slope going to be positive or negative? Negative. What 2 points do you want to pick to do the math? I don't care. Which ones do you want to pick? Anybody? Pick a point. The easiest ones. Which ones look easy to you? I kind of like these two that are both in quadrant 4. They're not too far away. And it's this one here. And it's this one here. Okay. How do I go from -1 to -5? See how I'm pulling them out of the y? I find it really difficult in a table. It's easy to see it here. How do I go from -1 to -5? What's that distance? Down 4 means what? Positive or negative? -4. And so that's critically important to me. I'm not sure that point I made very clear yesterday. When your line is going down, it has to be a negative slope. Here, my x number goes from 2 to 5. What's the distance on that line? It's going by 3. Is that lowest terms? Simplified? It is. And I want you to keep it in this improper form because it means that it's going down 4, whatever the y direction is, while it's going over 3 in the x direction. Question?
Did you put your dots in the wrong spot?
2, -1, 5, -5. I don't think so. I think today I'm right. Not a guarantee. Because they're counting by 2s, so odd numbers have to be in the middle.